Welcome in, my friends. It's episode 43. Hopping right into it today. We've got the Zenit game tomorrow in the game. Jonas Peterson has won the Norwegian Young Player of the Year with an 8.0 average rating in league play. Unbelievable. 20 appearances, 2 goals, and 9 assists. Vidar Knudsen, our goalkeeper, gets the second place and gets the runner-up award. I feel like that deserves maybe a shot next season of being our goalkeeper. But Jesper Richardson with the second best goal of the season. Eric Anderson with the third. We get the head coach of the year. As you might imagine, you win the league. So Vidar Knudsen, goalkeeper of the year. We don't have a defender of the year. Bit disappointing considering that's where we strengthened a little bit in the offseason. And, no, wait. Is his name Kent? No, that's not ours. We don't even How has Peterson won the Young Player of the Year, but not with an 8.0 rating, and he's not the midfielder of the year? He's a 7.46 on 28. Maybe it's because he didn't play as many games. Interesting. None of our attackers have or even in the conversation when they've got, what is this, pros, 26 goals and 30. I mean, in the league, I guess maybe is what it's looking at. 15 and 13, just one every game. And then Leskinen with 14 and 10 with 8 subs. I mean, yeah, they don't deserve to be in the conversation. What is that deal? We're not playing anybody in the U19 match. We're going to go 4-2-3-1 control. I feel like if we're going to go out, we're going to go out in our own way. They are favored just by fuzz. Keep working hard. It's business as usual as far as I'm concerned. I don't know, really. I can handle the stress. That's me in the press conference. Attention go to my players. Who cares? These are not my players. How about Kylian Mbappe? Great. Sounds good. This is massive, my friends. We will do the end of season awards and all that kind of stuff at the end of whatever happens here. Yeah. We've got a big match to focus on. I'm not going to be distracted by all the praise. Do we do a team talk? We just won the cup. Morale's high. They know what they need to do. Oh, if we could somehow get a win here, folks. Okay. Yep. Let's look at the squad. Extremely good. Do we risk it? It's already excellent. I don't want to put more pressure on them. We weren't expected to get this far in the Champions League, so it would seem unnecessary and probably a bad move to be like, all right, boys, please go win it, because then they'd be like, we weren't supposed to. Oh, our U19s have been beaten by Zenit. Hopefully that's not a precursor. Maybe they can call us and say, all right, mate, this is the tactics they went with. Watch out for this guy. Let's look at the... Okay, Smith is still better. Fildal. All right, people. I'm nervous. Let's do this. I'm not sure why they're ahead of us, to be honest with you, because we beat them. But apparently a draw is not going to do us any good. We have a better goal differential and we beat them. I'm not sure. It's a must-win situation, my friends. Okay, we do have our actual goalkeeper in. Come on, boys. I told you we could do the quad. This would be essentially doing the quad. I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League, but getting past this phase, we can potentially qualify if we get a point here. I don't understand why it thinks that when we're currently in the table below them. Let's go. He's a natural choice. Here comes the teams. Yeah. It's raining. Early encouragement. My kids are going to get home any second, and I'm going to pause and run and say hello to them. Injured. Oh, calf strain. We're going to leave him on. It's the last game of the season. So, and I don't think short passing in the rain is good. We're going to leave him on until his calf explodes, I guess. Okay, they've had 4 shots. We've had the only on-target shot of the game. Everyone's playing quite nervy, I would imagine. Like, okay, boys, just don't give up a goal. But it's like, but we need to score, but don't give up a goal. More direct passing play. Demand more, lads. Come on. Seems to be unaffected by slight injury. Okay. Ixcog gets a yellow. Our ratings are not too hot. We've had the half chance. They've had an on-target shot now. We're closing down Martinez. They're playing the 4-2-3-1. Kind of as, kind of like Barcelona, except Barcelona put 2 strikers in. Okay, Feldal, don't be dumb. Dig in, boys. Come on. Let's actually tell Feldal. Don't get sent off. Whoa, what have I done? Okay, everybody else. You can improve. There's the garage door. My kids are home. You've got what it takes. Come on, boys. Give me some love. Give me some love. Okay. Hold on just a second. I'm going to pause. All right, here we go. Okay. Don't get sent off. Oh, I'm so nervous. We're going to go ahead and early in the half, demand more. I know I just gave you a team talk, lads, but I'm demanding more again. Just go get a goal. Just go get it. Like Skog's on a 6.3. He's not done well. Oh. Concentrate, lads. Don't get sent off. We're not really creating. We have to win. So Ixcog's gonna come out. We're gonna go risky. I'm sure you can hear that screaming in the background. That's my daughter. Not happy about life right now. I apologize. Come on, boys. Leskinen, I have faith in you. Go do what you do. Come on, boys. Don't make me go overload. Don't look at all the cards. Wait. We're playing against 10 men. Okay, hold the phone. Sonic set guy's coming in. We're going attacking. We're playing against 10 men. I'm just gonna repeat that. We have to go for this. I know this is super risky. We're gonna put you on defend and you on support. We're taking Alexander off. Come on, boys. 86th minute, we're going overload. We have to. Oh my goodness, are we not gonna get a result against 10 men? Very fluid. Take more risks. Get stuck in. Let's stop working the ball in the box. I'm not can either of you... Neither of you can play in the back. Great. Great, because we're going to bring on... Smith, you're playing all right. We're going to drop back. We're going to put 3 at the back. But... who can go up here? What do you like to do, sir? Can you do this role at all? I kind of think I want the playmaker there, even though it doesn't say, like, he is definitely the playmaker on our team. Yes. We're going to put him on attack. Oh no, are we not going to do this against 10 men? Close him down. Take more risks. Oh, it's a free kick. Nestorenko, can he get sent off? Can we play against 8 or 9 or 3? Okels. Oh, gotta keep it close to cancel pending changes. If we can get a goal here, Leskinen. He flicks it on. Oh, he's a free kick. Okay, hold on. Push forward, lads. Come on. No, not like this. Oh, no. Oh, it's deflected. Smith with the run out. Run! What are you doing? What was that? He had all the room in the world. Oh, they're countering. Smith collects it. He gets it to the Praho, who's not the playmaker, but Sonic the second guy. We got men forward. Come on. Oh, no. It's headed down. It's headed back. He gets it back to Okles. There's enough time. There's enough time. Look at all the men forward. We can't find anybody in yellow. Are you serious? Come on, boys. Get back to it. Back to the keeper. Okay, there's 3 minutes. Feldal, 3 at the back. Richardson, don't get dispossessed. He gets it up to the side of the guy. He's got room. He's got room. The highlight continues. No. 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 What are you doing, you idiots? I hate you. We don't need 2 box-to-boxers, do we? I'm just gonna do this. You just focus. No, I don't want you doing that. That's not your job. Oh, no. 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 Not against 10 men. It took me 6 minutes of game time to notice. Praho to Liskanen? Oh. No. Oh, no. Are we out? Sure, I don't understand. Oh, what? How? I don't under. We're even on points. We've got better goal differential. A draw and a win for us. Better goal difference. Goals, it does it goals scored? That seems wrong. We beat them. And then we drew. Oh, I'm gutted. Let's go do the end of season awards, I guess. All right, my friends, let's take a look at the end of season awards. If you haven't done it yet, I forgot to prompt you, I guess, last time. Why don't you pause and leave a comment who you think the fans player of the season, young player of the season, and the signing of the season is. And then we can keep going, all right? I'm going to give you 3 seconds to pause. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. Here's blah, 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 blah. Best 11. Matty Leskinen was pick of the 4 players. Eric Anderson, Patrick Feldal, and Rakov, who we've already sold on, have joined in the wonderful starting 11. Anderson as a sub, Feldal as a sub. So they've not been able to oust Osterwald or Roman. Roman's still around, to be fair, and Grandley. So kind of interesting to me that 1, 2, 3, 4... Only 4 of the best 11 are currently with the squad. They would think that would indicate poor form for us, but we did the treble this year. Just saying. Blah, blah, blah. End of season awards. Here you go. Jonas Peterson on 76%. I mean, he was the young player of the season on an 8.0. Praho, I mean, 76%, that's insane. Praho and Sonic the Sega. Let's look at Jonas Peterson. 8 Champions League starts, 6.75. Could be better. But 20 starts and a sub, 2 goals, 9 assists, 2 players of the match on an 8.0 in league play. 4 starts in the cup with 1 assist on a 7.53. Not half bad. He got 2 substitute appearances in the International League. Why is it separated? Oh, Division B. Interesting. I think Norway got relegated, unfortunately, in their whatever that's. I don't know if it's actually called the International League. I know CONCACAF is doing something very similar to that. But overall, he's worth $3.2 million. We've got him locked up for another 3 years, unless somebody else massive comes in for him. Quite happy with that. Praho with 15 goals and 13 starts and 2 subs. So, definitely 1 goal a game, including the substitute appearances, 7 assists, 8.09. My goodness, people, 2.6 million. $9.25 a week for another 2 years. His agent maybe gave us a bit of a bargain. 4 starts, 3 goals, 4 assists in the cup. Got 3 starts. Maybe it's, I don't know why it's twice. That's strange. This has got to be the same thing, right? It's the exact same across the board. So in the International League, he got a goal, 6.72. Not great, not terrible. Playing for Finland, he's got 11 caps and a goal. Not bad. Jonas Peterson has got 2 caps. Yeah, he's capped at the senior team level. Sam the Segai has earned his first Senegalese cap. 2 subs in the Champions League, 6.8. 18 starts, 7 goals, 12 assists on a 7.79. Outstanding. I'm mad. I don't want to get rid of him, but if Ghent came in and offered 5 million, double his value, I'd probably listen. Just saying. João Pedro, 2.35 million. His value has dropped, which is a bit surprising to me. He's given us 17 appearances or starts, 705. Not so great in the Champions League. Maybe that's what's dropped his value down a bit. But I mean, he just got here. I want to say, has learned. He's fluent in Norwegian now, so I think that's a pretty good first season, and he still has room to improve. We can't really do much else he's got 16 determination, so I can't tutor him or anything like that. And then young player of the season, we already looked at Jonas Peterson. Season review started off a bit rocky, right? But then once we cleared the Europa League from our systems and got that out of the way, we kind of went on a little bit of a run. I stopped rotating as much. We played our full players a little bit more. We still use 29 players. I don't know why nobody else does that. Like, when your players are tired and could get injured, don't use them. This is the second season we've maxed out the stadium, so we're going to talk about that here in a second. I think we're going to try and buy the stadium. But we've done the trouble. Knocked out in the group stage. Now, let's go back and look. Where did we finish? Did we finish third? We finished third, so we should be dropping into the Europa League according to the comments. That's what Daniel Johnstone in the comments is telling me, is that we should, because we didn't get straight knocked out, we should move into the Europa League. But maybe that shows up on... It's not even showing us the next season, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Dynamics Praho is our team leader. We have a bunch of highly influential players, like... It's quite interesting, right? If you look at the hierarchy, only a group of other players. Like most players are highly influential, which has helped us with like issues with the team. In a season team meeting, let's say we're gonna win the title. We've done it 3 seasons in a row now. Let's just aim for the Champions League. Okay. Let's win the title. They're feeling confident. The board expects us to get to the Europa League, so okay. Winning the Elite Series has been a particular highlight. What about the other 3 things we did? We were in the Champions League. We made a good run. Injury report, we had Lindqvist out for 5 months with a damage. I mean, he missed half the season. Yeah, about that. All these other ones are youngsters. Holligan's out, but he's retired. I think he's retiring. No, yes, he's retiring. Granley's retiring. Training summary. Let's just make sure we don't need to change anything. Ronnie Johnson needs to work on his heading. Go right ahead, sir. End of season break. Let's take a look at the overall here. Most appearances from Jonas Peterson, 40 appearances with a sub. Unbelievable. On a 7.6 average rating. João Pedro with 37 on a 6.93. Could improve. He's not, necessarily living up to his star rating, as it were. Christopher with a 6.99. Knudsen with 34. We definitely tried to rotate a little bit. Goals, 28, and that's absurd. And 35 total appearances for Manny Leskinen. 26 in 33 total for Praho. Maybe we go 4-2-4 next season. If we're going to be the dominating team, let's just freaking dominate people. Forget the attacking midfielder in the center. Okels with 15. Whitney with, or Alexander, as it were, with 13. He's got just a bit of a knock. It's a calf strain, 5 weeks. Gertzback is out for 2 weeks with a groin strain. Sonic said guy 12, but 19 assists in 24. Like, unbelievable stats from the boys. You could say key passes is always interesting to me. Jonas Peterson with 85. He's the roaming playmaker. You might expect that. Praho is 72, a bit higher than I would expect there. Key passes per 90. Praho is actually higher. Servetson with 234, matching Sonic the Said guy. So doing well there. Average rating. Sonic the Said guy with a 787. We can't get rid of him, can we? The thing is, and again, I think I've already said this in this episode, but I kind of broke up my recording into 2 different times of the day. If we're going to like if we're getting rid of people and we're looking for replacements, okay, if we put Torp back in where he's been the starter because he was injured and not sharp, like, do we get rid of Torp? Do we just like get rid of him, cash in, and get somebody better because he's not trained in Norway? We've got 3 stars on the left with Okles. I'd feel kind of bad moving him on. He's been quite good. 7.63, 7.2 in the Champions League. It's not like he's been poor. Okay. We're not getting rid of Parajo or Leskinen. I mean, unless that one guy we found several episodes ago that was like, he went to Arsenal and is making, I guess he's making like 40 grand. We can't afford him. But if we had a player like that, you know, I would loan Leskinen out maybe. Anderson has taken a backup contract with us. It hasn't kicked in yet, but he's accepted it. He's going to accept it. I wanted to keep him around. I kind of see him as a Halligan for next season. He's kind of getting up there in age, but he's still pretty good mentally. He's got some decent technicals, but maybe that's a spot. But Jesper Richardson's kind of an up-and-comer. He's young, so maybe we can get away with that. Go get like a monster midfielder. But the problem is it'd have to be a Norwegian. Unless we get rid of one of the other players that's, you know, not trained in Norway. So who's that going to be? We've got Renato Zabo coming back. Potentially he's not done as well as I would have liked in the Scottish Premiership. 6.75. You know, but I'd like to see if we can rotate him into the squad, but like where? That's the problem. If we could get a monster right back to backup, but you know, Steinholm's okay. He's not great. If we could get a better backup, I'd move him on. But I'm not seeing a glaring, except for maybe getting Knutsen out and getting like a monster goalkeeper. But the problem is, again, they have to be Norwegian unless we're taking somebody else out. So let's go look at the homegrown statuses here. João Pedro, Ari, Dave Smith, Zabo's on loan for now and is coming back. Leskinen, Sonic the Sega guy, Parajo, Anderson, Okles, Torp. So I'm thinking right now we try and find an attacking midfielder or someone that can play midfield / attacking midfield so they could take maybe I shouldn't have done the contract with Anderson if he's going to be a backup. Or maybe we stick him in the second team. But if we could get rid of Torp to free up a foreign player slot, get a Norwegian in that can play midfield somewhere, because I do like Eikskog as an attacking midfielder. You know, maybe that allows us to go get like a monster goalkeeper, and not to discredit Knutsen, but he's still on the hot prospect contract, so it's not like he's expecting first team time. But he's done. I'd feel bad. I'd feel a little bad about that. Sander Reinsback's coming along, but he's not going to take Knutsen's spot. So maybe that's the plan. I'd love your thoughts on this because I'm about to go through the transfer window and all that kind of stuff, and it's going to take me some time. But we've signed Anderson to a backup contract. The only other players leaving are Schultz. We're not going to re-sign. He's going to walk. Roman, I believe, is going to walk, despite him being Norwegian. If we could sell him, that'd be great. But I like the rest of these are not good. Like, he's a good center back, but he's not getting any younger, and he's so tall. I'm tempted to re-sign him right now, but that's the only 3 that we've got left. So Lindqvist is coming back for another season as a backup, so we can send Holm back down. But maybe we get rid of Lindqvist. It doesn't matter. He wasn't registered this year after he got injured. Sonic the Sega guy. I just don't know what to do. It's like we have this big pile of money and I don't know what to do. So we're going to try this while you're here. I'm not going to expand a ground that we're renting. That doesn't make any sense to me. You look at the facilities. We're paying $428,000 per year. If we could wipe that out for the long-term stability of the club, that would do a lot. I mean, it's not doing as much as like us being in the Champions League and all that, but let's see if we can buy the ground. I mean, if you own the stadium and you're getting 428, you probably want like what 10 years of it, which would be like 40 million. I don't think it's going to work. I like the club to buy the ground from its owners in order to enable us to upgrade the ground in the future. We'd be in full control over our match day revenue. We'd be in position to take full advantage of that. If you buy it, we're not going to have the money to expand it immediately, but I'm not like, I don't think it makes sense to upgrade a ground you don't own. Like, you're pouring money into something you don't own. That doesn't make any sense. Let's go with this match day revenue. You're very much right in stating the benefits. We will look into the possibility of making this a reality. Oh, and please announce that plans are afoot for the club to buy the arena. Assuming everything goes to plan, it is the club's intention to conclude the deal by January 27th, 2028. Oh, that's next season. That's a year from now. Would you care to fill me in on how much it's going to cost? Because then I could adjust the it can be expanded. Were you gonna fill me in on how much? One thing at a time. The board have upgraded the training facilities because one of the times they offered me a contract as we were getting towards the end of the season. I was like, no, let's look at other things we could use it for. And I was like, about training facilities. So they said, sure. So we were going to buy it in a year, and instead we've bought it now. And now the training facilities have kicked off. We're just spending money like it's going out of style. How much has this cost us? 14 million? I think that's pretty fair. Oh, I mean, yeah, it's a bit. 400 grand. What was it? 408 grand or something like that. It might be a little expensive, but you don't know how much, like was there a revenue split on the gate receipts or anything like that? We just paid for 34 seasons, 34.67 seasons of rent. But again, I'm not sure how much we would get from the gate receipts now. So at the end of the day, we've got 10 million in the bank, and we now own our own ground, and we're upgrading our training facilities. And I think has it accounted for that? So maybe it was 12 million, and then, or maybe you pay for the training facilities at the end. I can't remember. So maybe we have 8 million in the bank, but I still think that's a pretty good deal, right? I think we've done a solid to this team, I guess is how I'm feeling. So I was gonna see if it would show us the next season. I don't want to go too far because I want to go back into scouting and take a look at stuff, but I want to see maybe this round of the Champions League can be concluded, and that way everybody knows like who's into the next round, the round of 16, and who's out. Wow, 28 goals broke the record. I'm just trying to see the Europa League, because surely we're in the Europa League, right? Let's go back and look at the groups. Have all the groups concluded? They have. I'll cut the episode here in a second. I just wanted to see if we could figure this out. To see where we end up. Because we got further than we did last season in the Champions League. We made it to the groups. It's not going to show up. I'm sure as soon as I stop recording, it'll kick off. They were interested in João Pedro. He's not for sale. Don't care about him. All right, we're going to click one more time, and then we'll leave it. All right, we'll just have to figure out what that means in terms of the Europa League. Take a look. I think we've done well. We essentially spent the money we made from getting in the Champions League group stage on buying the stadium, and or potentially also the cost of the training facilities, although that may be extra. But either way, the money that we've earned with the wins that we got in the group stage, worth $1.5 million. The draw gave us 500 grand. You know, all the prize money has. We've got 10 million in the bank now. I wonder if they're going to slash the transfer budget. That would be a bit sad. But I think we're also going to get Champions League money, or maybe Europa League money at the end of that. So we'll have to see how all this goes. If you've enjoyed this episode, despite the crushing draw against 10 men, make sure you hit the like button. Check out the stuff over here. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.